Hi, this is Nick with Wolfman Repairs, and today we got the 100 Best Video Games, Round 2. Now, thank you everyone for your comments on what that component was. I went ahead and got some overnight parts from Japan. No, that's not what happened. This took forever to get here. I got some diodes for the S4 diode on D1, D2, I think it was. And you guys also had mentioned that it looks like there's a broken trace on the board. So let's dive right in. Let's check it out, and let's get these parts replaced. Let's see if we get this game up and running. All right. So we need our Phillips head screwdriver. Take these screws out. All right. Here's the board. Now here's the components we're going to replace right up here. And yeah, I mean, that looks like a broken trace to me. Right about there. So let's get it under the microscope and get this thing fixed, hopefully. Microscope incoming. All right, so we're going to start at the broken trace here, and I mean, I don't know how I didn't see that initially, but yeah, that is definitely a broken trace. Like, I could feel it with the tweezers. So let's get that fixed first, and then we'll tackle the other stuff. Scratch away some of this solder mask here. Let's just verify with the voltmeter here. Check for continuity. Yeah, we got nothing. All right. Good catch, guys. Good catch. Man, everything just fell over. Alrighty. Commence waiting for soldering iron to heat up. All right, I think that'll work. Just make sure it's on there good. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. Okay, I think we can call that fixed. Let's just check the continuity real quick. All right, nice. All right, now let's move on to the diodes. Those were on the front of the board. All right, let's see if we could get these off of here nice and neat. I want to scratch this up a little bit. Put a little flux down. You know what? I think I got something easier to use. Alright, I got this here pair of hot tweezers that I've never really used before, so they're kind of gigantic. Let's try to get this off of here without melting everything. Alright, got one off. And got the other one off. Sweet! Those were actually pretty cool to use. I should use those more often. The problem is putting them down. I don't really have space for this. Hopefully I won't burn myself, but I probably will. Alright, let's prep these pads and get this all cleaned up and ready to accept the new parts. Alright, this one pad here kind of looks like there's something going on. This one up here. I don't know if this is missing or if this is just corrosion. It needs to be scraped away. Whoa! Hopefully that's all the same track. Let's zoom in a little more. Actually, let's get this IPA out and clean this up. See what that is under there. Let's zoom in a little bit more too. Yeah, that looks like it's all the same pad, so shouldn't have to worry about that. Thankfully, just give us some more area to solder to now. Got more flux. Actually, let's see if we can get this. Looks like there's corrosion right here. A little more flux. I'm pushing the thing, it's not coming out. I mean, this is going, a whole bunch of this is going to come out at once. There we go. That was weird. Alright, that should be enough to solder too. Let me try to get this more in the center so you can see what's going on here. Oh, I should have moved it. There you go. I'm not happy with this pad here. I think that's going to have to do though. Alright, let's grab our new components. These things are so tiny. I don't think this is the right one. That does not look like the right one. The other ones were bigger. Oh no! Alright, this one has both legs. Let's put this one back on. You know what? It needs more flux. Put more flux on there. Alright. Grab the component. Oh, is that the right way around? Can't really tell. Why can't you stay in there? Stay in the flux. No, nope, nope, I'm making a mess. Let's hope that's the right way around. Ah, jeez. Whoo! Ah. Yep, I burnt my hand on the hot tweezers. Ah. Oh, man. That was bad. It's getting unplugged right now. Woo! Things are hot. Maybe I should just use the hot tweezers. You know what? Let's just try the soldering iron. You know what? Let's clean off this component and see, make sure it's the right way. Is there any way I could... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, yeah, it's the right way. Sweet. I'm not worried about how straight it is. I'm just worried about it being on there. Alright, it's on there now. Ah, man. It's hot tweezers. Now, this is the one that came off that was broken. Don't think there's any saving that one. This is missing a leg. So, I think we're going to try to use the smaller one. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. Well, that looks like a mess, but hopefully it works. Let's go ahead and clean this off. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little crooked. All right, let's get the microscope out of here and slam it back together and see what we got. Microscope, outgoing. Yeah, I got my finger pretty good. Nice. All right, so let me show you what we got going on here. There's our there's our components we replaced. I mean, it doesn't look good at all, but hopefully it'll work. And there's our trace repair right there. So let's try it out. I gotta put these somewhere. See, like my soldering iron's got a nice holder, but these things don't have a holder. Let me figure this out. Oh man. All right, I put them on the stove. It should it should be okay there. All right, come here, Nintendo. Let's see what we got going on. Whoa. Snagged on stuff. Okay. All right. Nintendo, 100 best games. Uh-oh. Oh. Plug the Nintendo in first. That usually helps when you're trying to play video games. Okay, it's plugged in now. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, the extension cord's not plugged in. Plug everything in. All right, we're all plugged in now. Let's give it a shot. Now we got a gray screen again. let's pull it out, put it back in. Flashy gray screen. Maybe we gotta push it down. Flashy gray screen. Gray screen. Alright, well, let's check the board for continuity and stuff, because we didn't do that last time. And I don't know why I didn't do that. Well, let's give it a check. Alright, all these bottom pins to the vias here seem to have continuity. So we're going to check these pins to up here, see if there's any continuity. We do have something going on, so that one's making an electrical connection. You know what? I think a better way of testing this would be take these apart. Yeah. Alright, well, all these pins seem to be connecting electrically somewhere. There is I think there's a 0 ohm resistor here, and that's fine. The only other thing that I could think of, well, we didn't check this side, but someone had mentioned to take this chip off to see if it, in fact, let out the smoke, because it's very hard to put the smoke back in once it lets it out. So let's pull this chip off and see what's underneath. Microscope incoming again. For this, I'm going to use a little low melt solder, just because I'm not proficient with the hot air gun yet. I don't want to make a mess. So a little flux down. Maybe if I turn it the other way, it'd be better for you guys to see. Nope, won't fit. So it's gonna have to be this way. Low melt solder action. Now our repair is probably going to come right off, which it did, but that's okay. All right, so I got the chip off, and it looks pretty gross underneath. Let's see what the chip looks like. So here's the chip. See if we flip it over. It looks fine. I don't see any holes or anything. So let's clean off all this low melt solder and see what we got after that. So I noticed that these pads down here, a lot of them have vias to the other side, like this one here. And if that's not making connection, which it might be now because I'm messing with it, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. Okay. I think there might be a break here as well. Ah, these are nasty. Let me clean these off. See that? There's definitely a break right there. Yeah. Especially since there's corrosion right at the end there. Alright, so we need to make another repair there. Alright, well, I guess we may have a connection. So we're just going to fill that with solder. Alright, well, let's put the chip back on and see what we got after that. First, we got to take all the low melt solder off the chip. So here's the chip right here. Let me tape the chip down. Alright, now it shouldn't move. I'm trying to get this low melt solder off. Alright, we got to flip it around now. Okay, I think we got, well, there's a couple of bridges. I think we got most of it. Let's clean this off because it's all sorts of disgusting, and let's stick it back on. Oh. Huh. Looks like there's a spot on the chip here that got really hot. Let me zoom on in for you. This area here looks all discolored, right here. See that? It starts here. Alright. Well, I think all we could do is throw it back on, see what we got afterwards. Get these pads prepped. A little flux. A little regular solder. chip on in there. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Great. Kind of sort of got it tacked in place. Okay. All right, we'll solder her in. All right, just check to make sure all these pins are solid. That one's not. That one's not. No, it's still not. There we go. Oh, no, that one's not. Come on, you. There we go. Check the top ones. I don't know, it looks like I might have ripped a trace here. I think we're alright. We're not touching over here, are we? Yeah, we're good. It's solid onto this pad. Alright, so let's clean up, slam it back together, and see what we got now. Microscope, outgoing. All right. Well, that was a lot of work. This is what we got afterwards. So let's cross our fingers. I hope it works. All right. Come on over, Nintendo. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Come on, 100 games. Oh, do I plug it in? Yeah. Gray screen. Gray screen. Well, we gave it the best shot we could. I think this one is going to wind up being a no fix. So that's unfortunate. We tried, replace components, fix traces. I just don't think there's any fix in this one. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much, and we'll see you next time.